Hello everybody, thanks for checking out my video. I apologize, this video is very late. The video is 6 figures a month for the month of June. Today is July 19th and I acknowledge the tardiness of this particular video. My family has been dealing with some related COVID issues. None of us have been sick, but my kids, their schools, their classes have been closed due to outbreak. And because of that, they've been home. And when you have 3 young children under the age of 6 and under, they can be loud, they can be noisy, and take up my attention. So I haven't been able to do any of these videos for the last few weeks. Now they're back in school and I have a chance, so here we go. So this is 6 figures a month. It relates to the top 6 figures that I picked up for any particular month. The month this video is covering is June 2022. So without further ado, my first figure that I feel is worthy of the top 6 is the Soso Toys Butcher. Really great figure, really nice. A ton of accessories, comes with a baby, 1/6 baby that he can hold. The baby has 2 heads, a regular head and then another head where you put a battery in and the battery will illuminate the eyes. I don't bother with those kind of gimmicky things, so that's in storage. It comes with 2 head sculpts. It comes with this one and then a kind of grinning one. I like this one the best, so this is the one that I went with. Comes with a few guns. This is the gun that I chose to display him with, and it comes with a crowbar and this particular sledgehammer. So the figure, the jacket is removable. It is also wired. You can display it. This now is finally not doing it. It always displays. It is wired, trust me. There you go. The jacket is wired. Maybe you can only do it so many times before it stops working. But like other Soso toys, the body itself, to me anyway, has a little bit more weight to it than normal Hot Toys figures. So if you have any of the Soso Toys figures that have come out recently, you'll know what I'm talking about. This figure hasn't come out recently. It's been out for a while. I decided to wait and I finally pulled the trigger, I would say early June. I've been watching season 3 of The Boys. I thought it was great and it made me really want to pick the figure up and not miss out. So we're still waiting on Homelander. Homelander hasn't come out yet. Who knows when Homelander is going to come out? You can never tell with Soso Toys. They never really meet their expected release dates. But this figure's something that I've been wanting. I finally picked it up and I'm really happy I did. It's a really nice figure. It's well articulated. It seems like it's almost like ratcheted. The joints. I don't push it a lot. He's basically in a museum pose for now, only because I don't have anything else to display it with. There's no other characters from The Boys that have been released yet by Soso Toys. The Star Ace ones, if you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. I haven't picked any of those up. I'm never going to pick any of those up. Waiting on the other Soso Toys figures to come out. In a related note, Mayfex did release their Butcher and their Homelander in the month of June. I didn't pick those up. I'm sort of moving away from the 1/12. There's only so much space you have. There's only so much money you have. And I know all of you guys in YouTube land can relate, so I decided to really focus the majority of my collecting focus on 1/6 for now. And it's funny because at the beginning of the pandemic, I was moving away from 1/6. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna focus more on 1/12. and as things sort of became very unpredictable and so much changed, one thing or another led me back to 1/6, and you know, I try to leave and they pull me back in. Either way, this is a great figure. If you don't have it, don't miss out. Absolutely, when Homelander is released, this guy is going to become very scarce and people are going to kick themselves that they never got it. So if you have an opportunity, pick it up. It's a great figure. Butcher by Soso Toys. My next figure is the SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear. If you've watched my videos recently, you'll know that I don't have a lot of faith in SH Figuarts recently. I'm not a big fan of the direction of the company. I feel like the company has been cutting corners. The quality of the figures has really deteriorated over time, particularly the head sculpts. And the price has not reflected that. The price has actually gone up. It's not Mafex crazy in terms of pricing, but it's there. So I was at the Tamashii Nations Tokyo store for the grand opening, and this was on display. If you saw my video, you'll see that. And I saw the figure and I thought, hey, it looks pretty good. I like it, and so I decided to pick it up. It comes with 2 head sculpts, one with hair, one with the sort of headpiece on, the flight suit. This is obviously removable. Maybe I put it on backwards. Yeah, I did. So it comes with this piece for his arm. I don't know what it is. I haven't watched the movie. I'm guessing it's a laser. And then the plasma sword, the electrical sword, I don't know. I saw it in the trailer. They use it to cut off a tentacle of some creature. Comes with that. Comes with the backpack, which is removable, and the side wings, which you can have them either put in like this to kind of signify that he is. They just kind of go in like that. Signify that he's not flying, and then you have also the wings that you can put in that are extended to show him maybe flying. It comes with a gun. Comes with a gun. Again, it's really nice. It's not loose. It's not flimsy. The joints are really good. I've been messing with it now for weeks, and the joints are really well put together. They're really they're not overly tight, but they're tight enough that you can use it and display it and articulate it if you want to do some photography or what have you. And it'll hold the position. It'll hold it. So it's a really nice figure. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm waiting on the Soul of Jokokin Starfighter. That is hopefully coming today or tomorrow or at some point this week. And I don't really review figures, toys on my page, but this is sort of the extent of a review. If I like it, it'll definitely make my 6 figures a month for July. So, you know, please check it out and keep an eye out. But this is the Buzz Lightyear from SH Figuarts, still available, I think, everywhere. Really, really great figure. If you're into 1/12 scale, pick it up. It's a really nice piece. Okay, next up is the Soso Toys again, Classic Trickster Loki. This is a really nice piece. I am more impressed with this than I am with the Butcher, only because of the head sculpt. The head sculpt is great. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold it here for a little bit. Hopefully the camera picks it up. The head sculpt is fantastic. It really is. And it comes with 2. It comes with the grinning, and it comes with a more stoic one. There's 2 of these effect pieces on the hands. They're attached. So one left hand, one right hand. There's normal hands. And it comes with the goblet, which Hot Toys initially, for their figure, which is due out, I'm guessing, next year, they initially solicited, but then pulled it for some reason. You know, people are speculating that Disney had a problem with it. I don't know. All we know is at first it was offered and then it wasn't. So they did offer it and they gave it to us. And it's a nice little piece that he can hold and use, and I have it displayed with my figure. So the figure, just as I said with the Butcher, you know, it has a little bit more weight. I think the Butcher is a little bit heavier than this one. The cape is not wired, but it is weathered in the coloring, which is nice. Comes with 2 helmet pieces. This is the first one. You can see the top of the head. It fits in there. I don't know if you can make that out. And it just kind of plugs in. The other one, the other headpiece, the other helmet is very weathered, but it doesn't come with that attachment. So it doesn't attach well onto the head. I don't know what it's for. I don't really remember it being in the show. I've only watched the show once. I haven't rewatched it, so I couldn't tell you. If you know, please let me know in the comments. But it doesn't attach. It seems like it's just a decorative piece. Why would they include it? I don't know. But it's there, and I'm not complaining. I just don't understand the reasoning. So anyway, the articulation is fairly good. You don't get full range all the way to his backside, but do you really need that much? I don't really want to mess with the arms too much because the goblet can fall out quite easily, and it's always a pain reattaching things. So if you liked the show, if you liked the figure, I would say pick it up. It comes with a few other accessories. One is the alligator Loki, and the lower jaw is slightly articulated, which is cool. And it comes with like a PVC frog Thor. I was never into the Thor comics, so if this guy has a name other than Frog Thor, I apologize. I don't know it, but it's a cool looking little piece, and it was in the show, which is why they included it. I believe the Hot Toys one comes in a bottle, and as such, I think it's probably going to be smaller than this one. I don't know. I don't know the measurements, but I can't imagine a Hot Toys bottle being that big. Has to fit the figure in it, so I'm guessing it's smaller. So if you liked the show, if you like Loki, if you have a Loki collection, it's a really, really nice figure. And if you're looking to save some money with the Hot Toys coming out next year or whenever, this is absolutely a lower price. There's no licensing fee. So if you're into that sort of thing, pick it up. I recommend it. Okay, up next is Hot Toys. Tonto. Say, what? This is not a new figure. No, it's not. This figure has been out for the better part of a decade. It's based on the movie The Lone Ranger. And this figure came out when there were a series of Johnny Depp movies, Sweeney Todd, for example, Pirates of the Caribbean, where Hot Toys was just making a figure for basically every Johnny Depp character. When this came out, I decided not to pick it up, specifically because, other than Pirates of the Caribbean, they weren't really making any other figures from the movies that, you know, the Johnny Depp was in. So if you bought it, you were pretty much guaranteed that you were going to have a Tonto without a Lone Ranger. And for most people, you know, they didn't see the point in that. I didn't see the point in that, so I didn't pick it up. However, recently, I saw it for sale, brand new, sealed in the box for an incredible price. And so I said, hey, why not? I'll pick it up, check it out. And I had something else in mind that kind of prompted me to do it, but I did, and I'm very happy with it. There's one thing I'm unhappy with, and I'll talk about it in a second, but the head sculpt is great. The accessories that it comes with are great. This is back when Hot Toys used to actually put some effort into giving you accessories, which they don't really tend to do anymore. And the quality of the figure when they released it, really, really nice. Really, really nice. The ankles they leave a lot to be desired. I'm not gonna really get into that. Those of you who have the figure know that. But the shoulders, I don't know if you can make it out, but the shoulders they don't mesh with each other. They don't line up. And it's not a killer. It's not a deal killer, but you know, it's a little bit unsightly. So you'd probably, to kind of ease that, you could have his hair covering the shoulder, or you could have his arm extended. I have him a bit in a museum pose, like I do, I would say, the majority of my figures at this point, just because of spacing. I have him in their museum poses. He comes with a couple of weapons. I think it comes with one other axe. And the thing that made me want to pick this figure up, I mentioned a second ago, was because I also picked up this month, and I'm showing them together, the JXK 1/6 Western horse. So this is sort of a horse that most people imagine something that the Comanche or Apache would be riding on in the Western United States. So I picked it up. I thought, oh, that's a cool piece. And when I ordered it, I ordered it specifically because I thought, hey, I want to have a team of horses pulling my DeLorean from Back to the Future 3. I thought, hey, I need some horses. This horse looks pretty cool. I think those are what the horses looked like in Back to the Future 3. Can't remember. So I ordered it, and when it came in, I was very, very happy with it. There's a lot of good detail on the piece. It's not articulated. Comes with a saddle, comes with some reins. I didn't put them on. I think it looks better representing what I want it to look like without it. But I picked it up, and when I picked it up, I thought, hey, I want some more Western, American West inspired figures. And I saw the Tonto, and by no means is this something that I would say is a historical figure, but it kind of fits that motif, it fits that genre. And I think it's a nice figure. And like I said, I picked it up for well below retail, brand new. So I couldn't say no. So I got this figure. I got more Western figures coming out, hopefully adding to my collection, and I will be creating a Western diorama to kind of display them. So if you have a chance to pick this up and you see it for under $100, highly recommend doing so. Really, really nice figure. Tonto from the Lone Ranger. Okay, my next piece is the X-transbots Virtus, also known as Springer, from Transformers the movie and Transformers Season 3, probably Season 4 as well. This is a figure that has been long delayed. People who have it, people who know what I'm talking about, you can attest. I ordered this figure, I'm gonna say 2 years ago. There were people who ordered this figure much further back in time than that. And it finally released. And because I pre-ordered it 2 years ago, I locked in on a great price. Probably half retail current price. So I couldn't pass it up. And I picked it up, and I'm really happy I did. I don't have the fans toys. In the Masterpiece scale, I do not have the fans toys. I was waiting on this. It has a lot of die cast, specifically in the legs. The legs are die cast, and comes with a sword which can come apart and fasten in back here when the figure is in helicopter mode. So for those of you who don't know, this is a triple changer. I believe it was the first Autobot that was a triple changer. We had Astro Train and was it Blitzkrieg? I can't remember the name. So this is the first Autobot that was Blitzwing. This is the first Autobot that was a triple changer. So it's robot mode, it's helicopter mode, and it's vehicle mode. When you get the figure in the box, it's in vehicle mode, and to transform it, you have to go from vehicle mode to helicopter mode to figure mode. I bypassed the helicopter mode because the more you transform these things, the more stress you create on the joints. They're all fully transformable, but you really don't want to do it other than maybe once, just because of the unnecessary risk in the joints and so on. So I did that, and it wasn't easy. X-transbots is not known for their ease in transforming their figures, but I did it. I succeeded, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Now, it's not click 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 ratcheted, but it is a bit ratcheted. The legs hold their position, the arms do as well. The thing that I will say about the figure, here's one of the guns. It comes with a couple of guns. None of the guns or the sword really hold in its hands. That's disappointing. The figure is delayed so long, you'd think that they would get that right. You'd think that they could get it to fit in, but they don't. None of them do. So that's a quality control thing right there. When I transformed this the first time, I had watched a video, an unboxing, early June. And the reviewer had made mention that the shoulders were in a way that when you transformed it, they were tight together and you had to pull them out. If you weren't careful, you would chip off the paint. So the figure's painted. I didn't make mention of that. And in doing that, you chip off the paint on the shoulders. And a lot of people have had damaged shoulders as a result. I know Bobby Skullface, when he was transforming his, the video came out I think a week ago, 2 weeks ago, his shoulders were all messed up. And he only transformed it once. It was like straight out of the box. So if you do pick up the figure, be very careful when you're transforming it for that particular reason. So I know X-transbots has said that they're offering replacements for the shoulders for customers. I don't know what that means. How do you do that? Do you have to take it off? I don't know how to do that. It seems like it's either glued in or what have you, but I don't know how you do that other than sending the figure totally back to them. I don't know. Either way, mine doesn't have any trouble. Mine is great. I love it. It's a great figure. If you collect Masterpiece Transformers, it's a no-brainer. It's a really, really great figure. I don't have the fans toys, but looking at them side by side, I think this is a better representation aesthetically of what the figure looked like. So if you're gonna pick one up, I would say go with the X-transbots. So, Virtus. And last but certainly not least, we have our final figure for the month of June, and this is the Pop Toys Last Samurai line. He's affectionately known as Bob in the movie, and that's what I'm going to call him. I think the real name is like Ashigare Second Bomb or Third Bomb or something like that. Either way, the figure's fantastic. Comes with a few weapons, his spear. The helmet is removable, and when you do remove the helmet, you have access to his incredible head sculpt. For those of you who haven't picked up any of these Pop Toys Samurai, they are killing it with the head sculpts. Their head sculpts for the Tom Cruise, Nathan Algren, best Tom Cruise head sculpt available today. It's fantastic. The Ken Watanabe head sculpt, also fantastic. The painting could be a little bit better, but the sculpt itself is fantastic. So the armor is all it's all die cast, it's all metal, it's all very intricate. The figures are heavy. As a result, I have mine on stands just because earthquakes, I don't want my figures falling over and getting damaged, so I have them, these ones, on stands. So I picked this figure up. The figure has two kinds of hair. There's this that you attach with a magnet, which is used for the battle version when he's wearing his helmet and his samurai armor, and then there's another one with the hair that's up, and again, it's all magnet use. So it seems that Pop Toys is going with that particular style, and they're re-releasing the Son of the General figure, which is the Ken Watanabe's son from the movie. And in doing so, when they re-release it, the hair will be different, similar to this, and the armor will be copper, believe it or not. They're redoing the armor. So if you missed out on the first run, there's a second run with slight differences being released, which should be really, really, really nice. So in the Last Samurai line, this is, I'm going to say, in the armor, this is maybe the 5th or 6th figure that has come out. And there's now 3 or 4 other ones that are still, they've been solicited, they've been announced, we're still waiting for their release. It's a great line. If you're into this sort of thing, if you're into samurai, living in Japan, I want this sort of representation in my collection. And they're not as expensive as the Ku model. Ku model has historical figures. I have a few, but the Pop Toys ones are from the movie, and they are at a much lower price point. So they're a much lower price point than the Ku model. So if you are interested in maybe adding a samurai figure to your collection, I highly recommend maybe, you know, testing the waters with one of the Pop Toys figures. They're really, really great. They're affordable, and the quality is second to none. Really fantastic figures. So this is the Pop Toys Last Samurai 1/6 Bob. Thanks for checking out my video today. One thing that I did not include today is the tumbler. I picked up a tumbler for the month of June. I already had a camouflage tumbler that I bought years and years ago, which is still in its box, and so I am also keeping the new all black tumbler in its box as well, simply because I don't have the space to display it. Tokyo is not renowned for its space. I don't really have anywhere to put it, and rather than risk having one of my kids come in and break it if it's sitting on the floor, I'd rather just keep my tumblers in their boxes and wait until the opportunity presents itself where I can really display it and do so in a good way. So for the month of July, I'm hoping to get a video out probably by the last day or the last weekend of July. There's already a few figures that I have that I'm absolutely going to be showing, and I hope you can check out the video. So thanks for watching and take care.